Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Jones. I'm a product team manager here at OpenSpace. Like so many of you in our audience today, I was a project manager in construction. I was facing all of the problems you're facing, like stress, tension, and frustration because of the complexity of these projects and the breadth of what we own. In that time, I rolled out different technologies to my team that would help me manage my work to varying degrees of success. One problem that exists now, just as it did then, was getting reliable visual and complete records from the field. Not having a solution that gave me visual data like a photo or historical images meant that I was spending a lot of my time driving to job sites back and forth in order to get that back into our system of record so that we could get paid. I've been in construction technology for about 10 years now, and I've never looked back. I focus a majority of my time in the contact industry building or implementing field-first platforms. Construction is getting more complex every year, but our tools are still mostly designed for the back office. In particular, these platforms are mostly designed around documents and forms, and that totally makes sense because that's what computers could understand and translate. When it comes to punch, deficiencies, snags, or design challenges, a picture really can be worth 1,000 words. Visual data is what matters most. ERPs and PM software, they're great for paperwork, but let's be honest, the job site is where the action is. It's where the rubber meets the road. It's where the money is actually made or lost. So many of the most costly setbacks happen in the field. And so many of the wins happen in the field as well. And tools built for the back office end up not being as useful as they should be in the field because the field isn't really about documents, it's about reality. You've heard from Jeevan that forward-looking customers have realized that there are 3 essential pieces in their tech stack: their ERP, their PM system, and of course, their field system of work. And that OpenSpace is the highest value bottom of that pyramid. That's because the data captured in the field is the data that should run the business. And that's what OpenSpace is about, and what OpenSpace Field is about. Speaking from my own experience in construction, this new way of working is really beautiful because it's just like the old way of working. Seeing an issue with our eyes, talking to the right people right then and there, and solving it. Not filling out endless web forms and words that ping around 5,000 times before you can act. Reality capture was just the starting point. Now with everything we built, it's effortless to go from, hey, I just noticed something, to it's visually captured, assigned, and tracked. So let me show you what I mean. So picture this. You're walking on your site and something's off. Maybe it's a quality issue or a safety hazard. In 10 seconds, you've snapped a photo, you've spoken a voice note to give it more context and assigned it out. No extra steps, no bouncing between different applications. And crucially, that information has undeniable visual proof and location. All seamless, all automatic. No one should be doing desk work at midnight to keep up with field issues. And not only that, but this reality data flows where you need it to go, like Procore or Autodesk Construction Cloud. Everything is maintained with a two-way sync, no double entry. We want you to get more value out of the investment you made in your PM platform. A lot of our customers talk about the amount of effort it takes to keep those platforms up to date with really great information, and we're trying to solve that by making getting reality out of the field more streamlined. And that's why we built OpenSpace Field. It's not just a bundle of cool new features. Well, I mean, they are cool, but it's a more holistic way to rethink how builders can execute in a way that's visual first and powered by AI and centered on reality data, not just from the 360 camera or drones, but also from the smartphone and every one of your workers' pockets. Here are the new features making this real. The photo first camera flow. Launch it, snap your shot, and take action. No tool switching. We're bringing the power of OpenSpace Field to everyone who can operate their phone's camera app. If you're losing data to WhatsApp or text messages, or forgetting what's been assigned to who and when you asked, this is for your team. We're removing all the friction and making it seamless to jump straight to the camera to document those quick hit issues as they come. No modules, no fiddling around. With AI Autolocation, there's no more hunting on maps to find out where you're standing. Field notes are auto-tagged to their real-world spot. Everyone, this is truly groundbreaking technology that makes observation and punch and issues so much easier to find. And you can bet it will fuel so many more groundbreaking user experiences in the future. So thank you to our AI engineers and geniuses for creating this. This is truly spatial AI in practice. Jeevan talked about this earlier, and you'll hear more about this from our CTO, Mike, later today. We're infusing AI everywhere on our platform. With AI voice notes, you can talk to your device, and OpenSpace will structure the note, tag it, and assign follow-ups without you lifting a finger. It seems simple, but this is super powerful, and we're focused on getting the details right. There's so much context, knowledge, and data out in the field. And visual data and your voice ensures that it's all captured for your business, so you can make better decisions from the field all the way to the C-level. Ease of use is always key. With Copy Recent, you can quickly document those repeat issues like paint issues or things that are going to happen over and over on your job site quickly and with no fuss. And now that OpenSpace is ingesting these massive amounts of smartphone imagery, I want to make it easy for you to find what you want. With our media library and AI search, you can pull up every image with conduit or overhead piping. Just ask. AI handles the search and it's tuned for construction. So we talked about the trifecta of construction technology platforms, your ERP system, your PM platform, and your field system of work. And they all need to communicate effectively with one another in order for this to really be meaningful. So we built complete, actually useful integrations, not just those that check the box. Our Procore plus Autodesk Construction Cloud two-way sync seamlessly push and pull data from both their system and ours, so you're no longer dealing with double entry and have risky out-of-date data silos. So let me summarize. OpenSpace Field isn't just about teams taking on extra work. In fact, it's quite the opposite. As we like to say, great products remove work. They don't add it. And with OpenSpace Field, your teams are just capturing more value from what they're already doing effortlessly. We're harnessing the power of the smartphone in your pocket and advancements in AI to make this a reality. A visual intelligence platform that has a clear and comprehensive view of the reality on the site. We use 360 images, drones, and now phones. We add an AI layer that makes sense out of all that data, and our workflows and integrations allow you to make better decisions faster. We believe this is truly going to change the game for the construction industry, but we want to prove it to you. So let's talk about real results. During our beta testing with Suffolk, we've seen results indicating a substantial time savings using this new technology. By the conservative estimate, it takes about 3 minutes to document an issue in their old system versus about 25 seconds in OpenSpace Field. And they wanted me to emphasize that these are high-quality field notes. More than 95% of them actually had properly assigned trades, specific drawings, zones, locations, and due dates, as well as a responsible party. That's an 86% improvement on speed alone. But having accurate and complete data is even more meaningful. So what if we scale that math to a large project? We've seen complex projects with over 17,000 issues or punch items. Imagine the potential time savings at that scale. If you do the math, that's an average savings of about 730 hours of labor. With the average union labor wages in the US coming in at about $75 an hour, this customer would have saved $55,000 on labor alone doing punch for this project, or freeing them up to do other high-value work. And that's not to mention all the other places where having better, more complete, clear data could allow for improved decision-making further down the line, reducing your risk and your cost. This is about moving from documentation, which helps, but is reactive, to orchestration, where you can act in real time to drive the project forward. And this is just the beginning. Next, our Field Note API will let you pipe those notes, photos, and insights wherever you need. We're also introducing new Field Note types that allow you to create Procore punch list items, observations, or Autodesk Construction Cloud issues directly from OpenSpace with all the location data and PDF details that you love. So I hope you can see why I think this is the biggest year OpenSpace has ever had, and how we're fundamentally simplifying construction. I'm speaking from my own personal experience as a builder here. We're moving beyond reality capture by harnessing the power of the smartphone and visual AI to fundamentally unlock a new way of building that is faster, easier, and more profitable than what was possible with document-centric technologies. Also, guess what? This stuff is out right now. OpenSpace Field is available for early access today for all of our customers, with a lot more to come in the future. If you'd like to get your teams going, reach out to your OpenSpace rep, and we'd love to get you up and running.
But wait, there's more. If we're bringing intelligence straight from the field, it would only make sense for us to make it easier for the field themselves to make better, faster, and more informed decisions as well. And today, there is a major blind spot: the field's ability to use 3D tools as they build. Greetings. My name is Molly Taylor, and I'm a senior product manager here at OpenSpace. I have a confession to make. Before joining the tech world, I worked for the dark side: architecture. During my design career, I saw firsthand the efficiency that 3D design tools bring to the design and planning phases of complex buildings. Since joining OpenSpace, I've been laser focused on unlocking the value that BIM can provide during construction in our visual intelligence platform. BIM is a big investment, a rich source of design data, and it's the most clear and immersive way for teams to understand design intent. but VDC and design teams are still the major consumers of models. For the field, models are often too unwieldy to load on mobile devices, and they're especially hard to navigate for folks working in the real, messy world of an active job site. Like Michael said, at OpenSpace, we are obsessed with building a system of work for the field, and we know that the model can play an important role in supporting your teams with better information at their fingertips. That's why we've built our own smarter BIM Viewer. It's fast, intuitive, and most importantly, mobile-friendly. Our smarter BIM Viewer is powered by a modern streaming engine. Think more like Netflix than VHS. So even large models load quickly and smoothly, meaning seamless access to design context right from your phone. I may feel a bit nostalgic for the Blockbuster days, but after trying our BIM Viewer, you will not be nostalgic at all. Let's say you're on site, checking progress against design documentation or validating layout for an upcoming install. You notice a recent install looks off in the field. With one tap, you can create a field note from that exact BIM view and snap corresponding photos on the spot. No switching tools, no screenshots, no game of telephone and text and email. That note captures your location, your perspective, and the corresponding 3D view of design intent, all in field context. At the end of the day, putting the model in the hands of the field means that they can build more accurately and solve problems faster, closing the loop between design and reality. At a business level, it also allows you to get more out of your BIM investment because more people can act on design intent in 3D. Our buttery smooth new viewer is available in early access today. Get in touch if you'd like to take it for a spin, and we would be happy to set you up. To close us out, OpenSpace isn't just helping teams document what's happening on the job site. We're helping them drive what happens next. With smarter workflows, a frictionless mobile experience, and now a powerful field-ready BIM viewer, OpenSpace becomes the front end for construction, where work starts, insights are captured, and action is taken. When your field team can go from, I noticed something, to it's captured, located, assigned, and synced in seconds, and when they can use the model itself to understand context and resolve issues on the spot, you don't just move faster. You work smarter, you coordinate better, you build with confidence.